Hello financial fans. Year to date I'll take a look at some of the numbers here regarding my portfolio and a few other indexes. And the year to date SPY, S&P 500 year to date is up 4.68%. Very nice increase early in January, or late in January I guess, but early in the year. The QQQ, the NASDAQ, so far this year up very nicely, 8.02%. The Dow Industrial Average, DIA, Dow Industrial Average is up 1.88%. Not a huge rise, but still very good. If it keeps up at that rate all year long, it'll be a very spectacular performance for the DIA. My portfolio, I am beating all of the index funds that I follow. My portfolio year to date up 9.33%. I do not expect that kind of performance to continue throughout the year, but who knows? It could happen. In fact, it could be even better than that. Nobody knows how to predict things, especially the future, as Yogi Berra might have said. The stocks I have purchased or sold this year, I sold CAG ConAgra. I sold my shares on 1/10, January 10th of 23 for $40.41, and apparently that was a good time to sell. The stock has gone down after I sold it. The buys that I've made thus far this year, on 1/6, January 6th of 23, I bought for $31.86. I bought EQNR, and on 1/24, January 24th of 23, I bought ET for $13.07. We'll see if that was a good decision as time goes by. I like to hold the stock for a year or longer to get the tax advantage. And I will tell you the stocks that I own. I own about 60 or 65 stocks. I'll just give you a quick rundown on all the stocks I own. I own AG, and some of these are exchange traded funds. AGNC I own, ARCC I own, ASX, BETZ, which is the gaming stock. At some point Vegas will make a comeback, I think, and BETZ should benefit from that, but thus far I've lost 43% of the value of BETZ. BIDU I own, BIG, that's Big Lots, a commercial retail outlet, and that is down a lot also. That's down 67% since I purchased it in value, but I'm holding on to it. BNGO is one of my holdings. BP I've had for a long time, and it has been paying a high dividend, although as the stock goes up in value the dividend percentage goes down. BTG I own, BTI I own. BTI is actually down now. It's usually up. It's down a little over 1%. Citigroup, that's down 17% in value since I've owned it. And CHY I own, CIG I own, CIM. Let me scroll this up. DOW I own Dow. I think that one's up. It's up about 11% since I've owned it in value. And DRIV, electric vehicle stock. I own a lot of electric vehicle stocks, so if electric vehicles do happen to take off at some time, I'm setting very well here with the positions I have in several stocks. DRIV I own, DVN I own, EQNR, that's the one I just recently purchased, and it has gone down about 4% after I purchased it this year. So I might purchase more. ET, yeah, that's up about 16% in value since I've purchased it. Ford is down about 1.5% since I bought it. That's the symbol F. GILD is one of my holdings. And GOOG, Google, which I guess is now called Alphabet, GT, Goodyear Tire, HAIL, electric vehicle stock. And all my electric vehicle stocks are down in value since I bought them. ITUB, KARS, there's another electric vehicle stock. KEV, I own. LCID is one of my holdings. It's also an electric vehicle stock. Let me scroll this up here a little bit. Where is it? There it is. LIT, I own. MBT, I own. META. META is Facebook. Why did they change their name? I'm sure there's some logical reason. META, and it is down a lot since I purchased it. It's down, what is that? I can't read that writing. META is down about 20% since I purchased it in value, but I haven't lost any money on it. MFC I own. MO I own. MO is up. Okay, there's one up about 16% in value since I first purchased it. NIO is down quite a bit, and that's one I got a lot of hopes for, electric vehicle stock. NLY I own. NRG I own. NVS I own. NYCB is one of my holdings. OGN is one of my holdings. OMF is one of my holdings. PAGP and PARA, Paramount, which is where I used to work. Paramount, PARA, what is the movement? It's down 25% since I've been holding on to it in value, but who knows, they might start making money with movies again here one of these days, or TV shows. And PBR, I also own PM. PM is up in value about 20% since I've owned it. QCOM, QCOM I own. SBSW, is that SBSW? Doesn't sound right. That's it. SBSW I own. SID I own. SMFG I own. SPY I own. TEF. TTOO. UFO I own. That's Space Technology Exchange Traded Fund. UMC. VALE is up what, 13% since I bought it in value. VEV, electric vehicle stock, is down, of course. Now we're getting toward the end of the road here. VEV, and then we go VNG I own. VOO, VTI, VTRS, VZ, Verizon, and that's down almost 30% since in value since I bought it. And Workhorse is the one that's down the most, I think, but not down as much as it was for a while. It's now down only 74% in value since I bought it. And then X is doing quite well. What is the amount of increase? 19% up, and X is up 19%, and ExxonMobil up a lot, up about 42% in value since I bought it. And XRX, Xerox, ZIM, it's down about 30% since I bought it, and we shall see what happens with that one. Now we'll look at some stocks to consider, beginning with APA Corporation. The asking price right now, after hours, $45.80 per share. It closed at $45.73 share, and then went up to $45.80 per share. And column on the left, 2/3 of the way down, 52-week range, $29.95 was the low for APA over the past 52 weeks, and $51.95 was the high. So it's closer to the high than the low. And the average volume, a little over 6 million shares trade every day. This stock is considered to be undervalued. And looking at the middle column, third item down, PE ratio 4.33, and that is a very good PE ratio, always looking for 10 or less, and that's definitely 10 or less. And go down a little bit further, and we see that the earnings per share, $10.57, which is a very good earnings number. Very good earnings number indeed for a stock that's selling at $45.80, getting $10.50 earnings per share. And the forward dividend and yield, very small yield, 2.2% dividend. And the 1-year target, $53.69. That would be a nice move upward if that should happen, and certainly it could. Anything can happen. Next we look at CRK, Comstock Resources Incorporated, and we look at the 52-week range. Low price per share, $7.16. Right now it's at $12.31 after hours. And the high for the past 52 weeks was $22.11. The average volume, 3,685,000 shares trade every day, and this stock is considered to be undervalued. Middle column PE ratio, third item down, 3.27. Again, that's well under the 10 or less number that we look for. The earnings per share, $3.78. That's a lot of earnings for a stock that sells at $12.31 a share. The forward dividend, a little over 4% dividend paid. And the 1-year target, $18.73. Would be a nice big move upward if that should happen. Next we look at Moderna, mRNA, a stock you might see the company involved in news headlines here and there throughout the year. The price after hours, $189.20 per share. The 52-week range, $115.03 was the low, and $217.25 was the high for Moderna. The average volume, a little over 5 million shares trade every day, and this stock is considered to be near fair value. The PE ratio, 6.96. That is a nice PE ratio. And the forward dividend and yield, there is no dividend with Moderna. 1-year target estimate, looking good, $226.29. We shall see if that occurs. Next we look at the last stock we're going to be looking at today, WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated. And the 52-week range, $30.39 was the low, and $50.97 was the high. The average volume, 6,400,000 shares trade every day. The PE ratio is 7.39. That's a good PE ratio for a stock that's selling at $37.16 after hours. So 7.39 is a number that is well below 10, and a number that we like to see. Forward dividend and yield, a little over 5% dividend paid, and the 1-year target estimate, $41.47. That would be a nice move upwards. And I thank you very much for watching.